Actually remember the very first YouTube video I watched, because I watched it with Cedric. He told me to go over to his house and have a look at this, and I said no, because I thought that at the time the social media is waste of time. And yeah, so we went over, we had some snacks, and we were watching this video. And this guy, because I still remember the name, the channel is still up. And what happened is I looked him up on Instagram and other social medias, and he doesn't post anymore. He doesn't make videos. He doesn't do anything like that. He basically retired. Sometimes he puts some post up like once every year. And in one of these posts, he was watching. So he was there in the very beginning of YouTube, so very beginning of the social media. And he posted something. He was watching Born Identity. And I remember this movie because I really liked it as well. I like the whole origin story, why it actually came to existence, because the director wanted to wanted to make a James Bond movie, but he kind of realized that there is like a sort of a ban or something on American directors, and because he was American, he could not do a James Bond movie ever. So he decided to make his own version, and that was the Born Identity. Basically, it became a trilogy, and probably now there are like 4 different movies. It's a complete franchise. So this YouTuber was uh, was watching it. There was this post that he's watching the Born Identity, and he said that he doesn't understand why he doesn't use Jason Bourne, why he doesn't use any disguise, like how they cannot find him, and everyone looking for him, no one can find him. And he doesn't really think that it could be true. So he cannot enjoy the movie, because he just like he throws him off completely, just like no. He was like no, no, no. And it was an Instagram post which disappears in 24 hours. Probably you can't even comment on it, or have any kind of reaction, because I remember when I was in high school, I was working. It was a volunteer job, unpaid job. I was working in a book event. It was one of the biggest book event in the country. Right now, I'm based in London, UK. This is where I work. This is where I study. And the high school, I did it back in Eastern Europe, and I was in one of the biggest book business. And I was at the not at the main door, but there was like a second entrance, and they give me a list of people. And it was very important, because from everybody I needed to ask for a ticket, if they booked the ticket or if they have a printed out ticket. But if anyone name was on the list, and I think there was a picture going with the names as well, so I didn't have to play Devil Wears Prada, where you need to know everybody by heart, all the names, all the faces, or the resumes, who's famous for what. Obviously, obviously it was desirable, but we were like unpaid, and we were like basically 17, 18 years old or something. But there was a guy. I remember the picture, the name, and everything, and I did not recognize him. And he just walked in, and I stopped him. Obviously, I said, "Listen, man, I need to see a ticket if you wanna go in." And he was like, "Oh no, I'm this famous author, this and this." And I said, "No, no, no, you need to pay a ticket." And he was the famous author, of course.